Let's get this out of the way right now. Walking during your runs is not failure. It's not cheating, and it's certainly not less than. So, why does it feel so hard to give yourself permission to take walk breaks when you're just starting out or really at any point during your running journey? Well, let's unpack that shamey little gremlin in your head and talk about why strategic walking might actually be the best thing you do for your running journey. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Gillian, a running mindset coach and creator of the 0 to 5K Run Club, which, FYI, is kicking off again in September. I coach runners of all levels, no matter the pace. And for those runners that are brand new to running or maybe coming back to it after years away, here's something I say to them often. There's no gold star for running the whole thing if it costs you your enjoyment, your confidence, or your ability to recover. So this podcast episode is about rewriting the story around walking so you can run smarter, stronger, and with more joy. So let's just dive on in and start with the real question. Why do you believe you have to run the whole thing to be considered a real runner? Typically, it's usually a mix of maybe gym class trauma, hello beep tests and public shame. Could be toxic fitness culture that is telling us that only all out effort counts. Maybe a little bit of perfectionism. If I can't do it perfectly, then why bother? Maybe a little bit of comparison. What if everyone else seems to be running the full thing, so I should too? Ever had that thought? But let me tell you, what actually builds running consistency is the run walk method. This isn't just a beginner strategy, it's a bloody smart one. Jeff Galloway, Olympian and running coach, swears by it for injury prevention, pacing, and long term enjoyment. And I agree. Taking walk breaks doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're wise. Let me say that again. Taking walking breaks doesn't mean you are less of a runner, or weak, or not as good. Using the run walk method, you're training your body and your nervous system. When you're just starting out, your heart, your lungs, your muscles, and your brain are adjusting to something new. Pushing through for the sake of pride might look good on Strava, but it erodes your confidence, and your inner dialogue is often, not always, but often, I hate this, I can't do this. And your body remembers that. Walking allows you to catch your breath, reset your nervous system, maintain better form, finish strong instead of dragging through the last few minutes, enjoying the experience, giving you that moment to pause, to gather your thoughts, to gather your breath and get ready mentally and physically for that next interval. I'm a running coach who has been running for, oh gosh, maybe over a decade now. And I've run multiple races, including marathons, and I take walking breaks. I'll tell you a little bit about my story after we've done with the journal prompts, but I have taken walking breaks in every single half marathon and marathon that I've raced. Every single one. And I feel good about it. Okay, so if you're new here, in each podcast episode, I give you some journal prompts to help you uncover some thoughts, some feelings that you may have that's taken some of your running joy, whether consciously or subconsciously. So grab your pen and paper, or if you're not old school like me, grab your notes app on your phone. I've got 3 journal prompts for you today. Ready? Okay. Number 1. What do I make it mean about myself if I take a walk break? What do I make it mean about myself if I take a walking break? Really dive into that one. Number 2, where did I first learn that stopping equals failure or not good enough? Is that something you witnessed? Is it something you were told? Or is that something made up in your brain? And then number 3, what might change if I gave myself permission to walk without shame? I'm going to just throw in a bonus one. A bonus question. What if taking walking breaks made running easy? What if taking walking breaks made running easy? I'd love to hear your answers. So either send me a DM on Instagram, it's at GMacSpurr Coaching, or come on over to the podcast, a Facebook community, Your Running Coach with GMacSpurr, and share it there in the group. Now, my story. When I started running, I had no idea what I was doing, like zero clue. I didn't have any running friends. I didn't know that running podcasts were a thing. I definitely hadn't heard of the run walk method, like zero clue what I was doing. So I'd lace up, head out the door, and just run hard every single time until I couldn't breathe and literally couldn't go any further. I would then be forced to stop, completely wrecked, my breathing so heavy, probably dangerously heavy. I'd be gasping for air and wondering why this felt so awful, so hard, so difficult. I'd walk for a bit, no idea how long for. It could be seconds, it could be minutes, until I'd recovered my breathing and was mentally ready for that uphill battle again. And then I would do it again. Rinse and repeat. Run really hard, stop for a long time to recover, run really hard. It was a total mess. And I remember thinking, why is it so hard for me? Everyone else seems to just run. Why can't I? I felt like a failure. Like maybe I just wasn't cut out for it. I wasn't cut out to be a runner. I couldn't just run and glide. I had to struggle. And I struggled for months like this. And it wasn't until I joined a local run club that everything changed. And I think it was in joining that run club that got me to where I am today. That's where I first learned about the run walk method, and it completely blew my mind. You are not cheating if you run. That's what I learned, that it's not cheating. I can plan to walk and still call myself a runner. What? That was the start of everything shifting for me. I got faster. I was able to run further. I wasn't as tired after my runs. I was able to breathe on my runs. My confidence grew. And the wild thing is, maybe not really wild, but I still use the run walk method today, especially on my long runs. In fact, all of my long runs, I use the run walk method. I run for 10 minutes, walk for 1 minute, or when I'm coming back from a break from running, I will start at run 1 minute, walk 1 minute, and build my way back up to either running continuous or to that 10 and 1 for my long runs. I do this not because I have to, because I choose to, because it works. It helps me run longer, feel better, and enjoy the process so much more. If this episode hit a nerve in a good way, I want you to know that you're exactly the kind of person we welcome inside the 0 to 5K Run Club. We use the run walk intervals. We celebrate every single step. We train your body and your mind so you can build confidence, consistency, and connection. The September class is coming up and the waitlist is open now. If you want a training experience that actually works for you, for your life, your body, and your brain, this is your invitation. It is an online training, so you can be anywhere in the world. You pick the day and the time that running works best for you. It is a completely personalized experience while part of a super supportive group. Okay, you don't need to run the whole thing to be a runner. I hope that in listening to this podcast episode, you've learned that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to show up, move your body, and trust that walk breaks are part of that process. Let it count, let it be enough, let it be yours. Bye for now. See you next week.